Hello students. So as we have been reading the chapter number first, the portrait of a lady. So we have started it earlier. Now we will continue with paragraph number second on page number 4. Earlier I told you that the description is about the author and the relationship of him with his grandmother. And in the very first paragraph you understood the beauty of and the traits of the author's grandmother, as their relationship is divided into 3 phases. Then the author described about his grandfather, how did he look. Later he described that his grandmother was young and pretty once, as people told him, but it was a revolting thought for him, because he could not believe that his grandmother was young and pretty ever. Then he describes the beauty of his grandmother physically. So there was a feeling of contentment and peace on her face. Now from the paragraph number 2 on page number 4, the relationship between them is described. So this is the first phase of their relationship. In this paragraph, the intimate relationship between them is described. What sort of relationship they had when they lived in village, because at that time the author was constantly in her contact. She looked after him, because author's parents, they went to city for settlement. Later they joined them. So here we start. My grandmother and I were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city, and we were constantly together. We used to wake me in the morning and get me ready for school. So this is described that the author's grandmother and he were very good friends when they lived in village. My parents, that means author's parents, left him with her when they went to live in the city. So the author's parents left the author with his grandmother, as they had gone to live in city. And we were constantly together. The author and his grandmother were constantly together, continuously together. She used to wake me up in the morning and get me ready for school. So this was the work which was done by the author's grandmother. She paid her duty very well. She used to wake him up in the morning and get him ready for school. She said her morning prayer in a monotonous sing-song. Monotonous means boring, dull. So the author's grandmother's voice, in which voice she used to sing, was very monotonous, was dull. And she used to sing prayer in a monotonous sing-song in a dull voice while she bathed and dressed me in the hope. So whenever she bathed and dressed the narrator, in the hope that I would listen and get to know it by heart. So the grandmother used to sing the prayer while she bathed and dressed the narrator, the author, in the hope. She hoped that the narrator, the author, would listen that prayer and get to know it by heart, and he would learn it by heart. So in the hope that he would learn it by heart and he would listen it carefully, that's why the author's grandmother, she used to sing a prayer, because she wanted to provide good values to the narrator. I listened because I loved her voice. The author listened because he loved grandmother's voice, but never bothered to learn it. But he never cared to learn the prayer. He just listened because he loved the voice of the grandmother. That's why he used to listen. Then she would fetch my wooden slate. After that, wooden slate is a sort of slate which was used earlier in olden days by the people. जो तख्ती होती है ना wood का. Then she would fetch my wooden slate which she had already So she used to wash that earlier. That wooden slate was washed by the author's grandmother earlier and plastered with yellow chalk, because it is plastered with yellow chalk. स्लेट जो होती है, जो तख्ती जो होती है, उसको येलो चौक से प्लास्टर किया जाता था. So she kept that ready already. A tiny earthen ink pot, a small ink pot which was made by you can say made of earth. That means मिट्टी का जो होता है ना स्लेट, जो मिट्टी की जो इंक पोट होती है, जो दवात होती है. And a red pen. Tie them all in a bundle. She used to tie all the things in a bundle and hand it to me, and she used to hand it over to the narrator. After a breakfast of a thick stale chapati, then they had breakfast which was of a thick stale chapati, stale mane basa, with a little bit butter and sugar, and she used to spread little butter and sugar on that chapati. Then we went to school, and after taking breakfast of a stale chapati with little butter and sugar, they went to school. So the narrator's grandmother also went to school with him. There will be a reason why she did so. We will discuss about it later. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs, and when she went to school, then the narrator's grandmother carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs. So she used to throw them to the village dogs. My grandmother always went to school with me because here is the reason. I earlier told you that there will be a reason why she went with him. So the grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to the temple. Why did she go? Because the school was attached to the temple. So the grandmother used to go to the temple, as the temple was attached with the school where the narrator used to go. That's why the grandmother accompanied the narrator. The priest taught us the alphabet and the morning prayer. The priest of the temple taught us the alphabet, because alphabet, it is so easy to teach alphabet. That's why the priest of the temple used to teach them, and the morning prayer also. While the children sat in rows on either side of the veranda singing the alphabet or the prayer in a chorus. Chorus means together in a group. So while the children sat in rows on either side of the veranda, singing the alphabet or the prayer in a chorus in a group, my grandmother sat inside reading the scriptures. Scriptures means holy books like Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas, etc. Bible, they all are scriptures. So my grandmother sat inside reading that. When the narrator and other children, they used to sing morning prayer, alphabet, and they were sitting either side of the veranda in the school. At that time, the narrator's grandmother, she used to read the scriptures in the temple, inside the temple. So she used to do her work. When they both finished their work, we would walk back together. Then they would walk together. They would walk back together. इकट्ठे वो वापस आ जाते थे. This time the village dogs would meet us at the temple door. When they returned, the village dogs would meet them at the temple doors, because they were in habit to take chapatis from them. Animals, they learn, they are in habit. Whenever you throw, you provide them food, so they just remind it that you will provide them food every day, etc. And dogs, they are so honest that they just pay for it also. So dog is the most liable, you can say, animal. While the when we had both finished, we would walk together, and the village dogs met them at the temple door. They followed us to our home, growling and fighting with each other for the chapatis we threw to them. So, when they followed us to our home, they used to growling gurrana, and fight. So they used to fight with each other for the chapatis, for those chapatis which they threw to them. When my parents were, so this was the phase in which the author and his grandmother had an intimate relationship. एक गहरा रिश्ता था उनके बीच में. When they were constantly together, they lived in village, and the author's grandmother used to take care of him. From this para, the second phase starts. In this para, it is described that the author and his grandmother, they also shifted to city. And now there is a change in their lives. So, when my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. When the parents of the narrator comfortably settled in the city, they called them also. That was a turning point where life changes, where there is a change in our friendship. Earlier the relationship was intimate, but here there is a change in their relationship. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. Even they shared the same room in the city house, but the grandmother no longer went with him to his school, because I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. The narrator started going to an English school in a motor bus. That's why the grandmother could not go. आपके grandparents थोड़ी आते हैं आपको छोड़ने school में. If you go to school, then your parents and your grandparents, they don't come with you. So it is obvious. But earlier she used to go because the temple was attached with the school. That's why. So now she would no longer go with him. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. There were no dogs in the streets, and there is another change. There were no dogs in the streets in the city school, city house or city. And she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. This line is very important. What work did she take? She started feeding the sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. So she started feeding the sparrows in the courtyard of their city house, because the dogs were not available there. So this sentence shows that she was a religious, she was a kind-hearted person. Earlier, as she used to read the scriptures, shows that she was religious, and here as she started feeding the sparrows, she used to feed the dogs also. So this shows the quality of the grandmother, that she was so kind-hearted. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. The years rolled by, साल बीतते गए, we saw less of each other. Now they saw less of each other, because the narrator started studying in an English medium school. For some time she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. For some time she just continued her work. As she used to wake him up, she used to get him ready for school. So for some time she continued that work. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. Whenever the narrator returned from his school, then she would ask him what the teacher had taught him. On that day, what had the teacher taught him? Because earlier also, when he was taught the alphabets and prayers, she had the report of that. So she was in habit to ask him these things. Come to the next page, page number 5. I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, the world being round, etc. So these things were taught to the narrator in that English medium school. So whenever the narrator's grandmother would ask what he was taught at school, then he would tell her about those English words and those little things of Western science and learning, like the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, etc., why the world is round, etc., these facts. This made her unhappy. It did not give her happiness. Why? Because she was not able to understand these things. Earlier, she knew alphabets, prayers, but now she was not able to learn these Western science, Western facts, etc. She could not help me with my lessons because she did not know about these things. So she could not help him with his lessons. She did not believe in the things they taught at the school and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures. So she did not believe. विश्वास नहीं रखती थी वो उन चीज़ों में which were taught to him at the English school, and was distressed, and she was upset about this. She was in stress. She was in tension that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures at that English medium school. So the teachers at English school would not teach about God and scriptures because he was taught the Western science, mathematics, etc. One day I announced that we were being given music lessons. This line is very important. One day when the narrator returned from his school, then he announced that he was given music lessons. Music is also a subject in your syllabus, but now it is considered good. But earlier, in olden days, people did not consider it good to learn music. To work in film industry was also not considered a good profession. But now, people from reputed families, they work in film industry. So this is a fact. She was very disturbed. When she got to know this, she became very disturbed. She was very upset. To her, music had lewd association. For her, for the grandmother, music had lewd. Lewd means mean association. For her, music was mean. उसके लिए म्यूजिक अशोभनीय काम था. It was the monopoly of harlots and beggars. Harlots वेश्याएं, beggars होते हैं भिखारी. So it was the monopoly on which anyone has the ownership. So she thought that it was meant for harlots and beggars only, not meant for gentle folk. It is not the work of gentle people, according to the grandmother. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She said nothing. कहा तो कुछ नहीं दादी ने, but her silence meant disapproval. But she kept silent, and that meant she disapproved that thing. She rarely talked to me after that, and after that she rarely talked to the narrator. So when it was announced by the narrator that he was given music lesson and he was learning music at school, then it made the narrator's grandmother very much disturbed, because according to her, music was not meant for gentle people, for good people. She thought that it was the monopoly of harlots and beggars. It was the work of harlots and beggars only. So that's why even she did not say anything, but she did not approve this thing. So after that she just stopped talking to the narrator. She would rarely talk to the narrator after that. So this was a change in their relationship. Earlier they had an intimate relationship, but when they shifted to the city school, the narrator started going to an English medium school. He started learning science, English words, etc., music, and it was not approved by the grandmother. Okay students, we will continue the next part in next video. Thank you.